Hello there, people of the internet, hello again, I'm TheMBmulti and welcome back to my Let's Play Dwarf Fortress Part 91. In the previous episodes, we were busy doing a whole lot of things. We worked on the palace, we worked on the city walls, we worked on the mausoleum, and basically we're going to continue doing that in this episode. I've done a little bit of camera already. I've already traded with the elves. They really did not have anything for me this time. Dwarves suspend. Yeah, the elves, first of all, the elves didn't really have anything for me at all this time. I only bought some food and that was it, because I didn't have anything else. That's first of all. Second of all, the construction of these floors is constantly being suspended, not because the dwarves can't reach it, but because there are, once again, fucking Kias flying around, and they suspend the jobs of my dwarves, because Kias are dickheads. Oh yeah, one dog has given birth to like 15 million puppies and I'm slaughtering them all for their flesh. What else happened? Oh yeah, the artifact was finished and the guy spent I don't know how long gathering materials, and eventually it turned out, oh, they've already moved it away by the looks of it. Eventually it became what he made. He constructed a mug. That was it. He constructed a mug with a fuck ton of wood and bones and whatever. So yeah, that's what he made. Also, I got a message somewhere that someone was starving. Well, apparently it was. He's already been moved. I placed a wall here to prevent goblins from, if we raise this bridge, for goblins jumping down here and grabbing there. But there was a corpse there, so I ordered them to move it out. And then I put the wall there. But apparently the idiot dwarf that was supposed to put the wall over there, put that wall, he moved in here, grabbed the stone and put the wall there, and then he locked himself in, and now and then he starved to death. So that was that. Yeah, now we don't have a tavern keeper here anymore. Actually, we need to check to see who can do that. Meditate on war. Oh yeah, also we had the results from the raid, and there wasn't anything for them to bring back. So they raided the place, but there was nothing, so. Alright, so we have some grown-ups over here. So, Meng Amaskip, you're going to become our new tavern keeper. There we go, you are the new tavern keeper. You have a tavern keeper there, performer. Yep, and everything else. We don't need performers for all of those. So yeah, that's basically what I've done off camera. And we're just busy doing the weapon traps in the wall and everything. But yeah, those stupid Kias, they keep interrupting me. Or my dwarves. Which of course doesn't make sense. I mean, why the hell would you suddenly not be able to build a floor if there's a parrot flying around? But yeah, the dwarves are getting this wall done, which is the most important thing. Oh, that's not even a wall, it's the roof, basically, actually. Alright, once this one is done, we just construction floor. We'll just add like strokes, little one strokes like this on either side, because then they will be able to do it faster. Also, what I figured out, thought of, is we don't really need to do it this, because there's already walls there, so we can do it this, and then it will still count, and then we just don't need as much stone. I've already ordered it for these ones, so it's a bit too late for these, but that doesn't really matter. So we could just do it like this, and then all the way down. And then we could even put statues up on the roof to make it look beautiful. So yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff that we're working on all at the same time. Right, so the engravers are done smoothing this out. Oh, no, shit. Whoa, no. Remove designation. I ordered it to be dug out, and that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to... Smooth, that's what I want. There we go. There. Alright, we got a marble door for that. I've already put some statues in, as you can see. Also, we need engraving on these walls. Yeah, I was planning on leaving this open, so perhaps I can like dig this out and then put this area here for also a what's it called? For burial, and then I'll put like the king's family in there. Yeah. Oh, fuck it. Why the hell won't we just decorate every single piece of wall? Oh yeah, except those. Because I want... that's where the door is going to be. To move to the other side, where the like the king's family will be buried. Also, I want engraving here and there. So yeah, a lot of work that's going on. Yeah, so I haven't really done anything else off camera other than that's what I just told you. These rooms are all unoccupied, so it wasn't really that necessary to make them all. Apparently. So we need some more statues here for the memorial hall. Because we need to fill this thing up. What is that engraved mechanic doing? Is he grabbing a rock or something, or is he just here to spend some time in the Hall of Champions? No, he's grabbing a rock for mechanism construction. But yeah, the Royal Palace is coming along quite nicely, actually. I also ordered... Yeah, there's already one that's finished now. Did they cancel everything else or something? Oh yeah, he did. Cancels. Construct gold armor stand needs 3 gold bars. Okay, so in that case we just need to... Yeah, smelt some more native gold. Because I wanted to make 3 extra golden armor stands. 1 for over here. To put in this room, which is going to be the... Yeah. I was planning on making this a second statue guard. What I could also do, what I just thought of, is make this an extra bathhouse for the king. Like a bathhouse specifically for him. It will require some very... Ooh, in that case, actually, hang on a minute. Designate. Oh no, not that big. Hang on a minute. There. Oh, whoops. So that's where the thing is, the bath area is going to go. But then we also need to divert one of the... Right, and this is going... Where the hell is that going? Oh yeah, that is going to that bathhouse. Yeah. I also wanted to fill this moat up over here. Fill that up with water at some point. But yeah, that's not really that much of a big deal. So if we were to do that, then I'll just designate this to be going like this. Then we need a channel there. Dig underneath it there. Another channel there. Dig underneath that as well, and then we go there, and that's how it needs to go. Okay, so then we need to designate channel digging there. We only need to dig out one, because otherwise the entire room is going to flood. And then we need to link this up all the way to there, so that they actually will burst, like they come through there. So then we dig a channel there so we can get in there. Then he digs the entire bath area out. And he digs the channel going all the way to the aqueduct to link it up. Then we need to put a floor back over the area that we just dug out. Then we allow it to completely fill with water. Then it will just perfectly flow up to that level there. And then we can remove it again. And then we can remove the entire bath area. So, finally found a purpose for that room. Of course, it won't be as big as the general bathhouse, but still. It would also be a cool idea if because they added the temple and tavern and whatever, and library. It would also be cool if they could add a bathhouse as a building that the guys can walk into. There we go. There goes the miner. Then I need. Is it on the furniture? I'll make it silver because that's the thing. No, lead. I keep forgetting. Doesn't need to be that expensive, so lead. It should be here. Cage, chain, animal trap, bucket, barrel, armor stand, block, door. Floodgates. Hatch cover. Great. I think that is the one that I... Or is it... I think great is the one. Or does great only use on Z levels? Because I want to put a thing... Great allows water to go through, but it doesn't allow animals to go through. And it just wants to... It doesn't really serve any purpose, but it looks nicer. To connect it to the bathhouse that way. Cabinet, chest, throne, sarcophagus, table, weapon rack, bin. Pipe section. I don't know how pipe sections work. But I have... yeah. Again, what the hell am I going on YouTube for? I'll just pause it really quickly. I just need to Google this because I know that pipe sections are a thing and you can... Oh, by the way, if you can hear some noise on the background of my microphone, Yeah, that's the army training. They've been training all day. I don't know what. I guess they're preparing for World War III, but there's an army base roughly near where I live, and they've been training all day. You can hear shooting and fucking helicopters and jets flying over all the time. So, and just another helicopter flew past today. So, just in case you wondered. Right. Dwarf Fortress pipes. Pipe section. Yeah, pipes or pipe sections are used as components in the construction of screw pumps. You can't build pipes by themselves in the current version, nor connect them to a form of conduct to move water or magma or from one place to another. Okay, so it doesn't actually work like that. You need a pipe section and then... Oh yeah, that's right, because you need a screw pump is... You need that... pipe section is something you need for a screw pump, yeah. Aqueduct is any set of elements that carries water or magma, the game's two types of fluids, from one location to another, using a combination of channels, tunnels and screw pumps. And natural or constructed floors and walls. An aqueduct taps into a natural source of either combination of pressure... taps into a natural source of either... and creates a path for them to flow, using a combination of pressure and gravity to funnel it to its destination. Aqueducts are usually a means to, and not to end. What? That's a weird sentence. Though simple aqueducts don't need much utility, certain measures like roofing over channels and instant lever bounds, floodgates, or bridges are useful for safety, maintenance, and modification reasons. Yeah, indeed, that's why I spent so much time with all the floodgates in the very first couple of episodes. While complicated aqueducts often handle pressured flows. This in-game pressure sometimes behaves on counter... Yeah. I use pressure for my aqueducts. I also had the idea of some point doing lava, and lava aqueducts, pumping lava all the way from the bottom all the way up to the top. I'll let you on pause this while this goes. And it's really it is possible. You can do that. I know how to do it actually, but it requires so many resources. It's ridiculous because you need a screw pump because of course lava doesn't flow upwards, or neither does water actually. So fluid doesn't go upwards, and if you want it to go from bottom to the top, then you need to pump it, of course. That's what it said, what I just read out loud. It uses either pressure or gravity. And I use gravity for my aqueduct because I store it in this huge tube over here that I dug in the beginning. And it all piles up and it forces all the water to flow continuously, flow through. Look at, wow, these dwarves really leave a lot of crap on their, what's it called? On their barracks, because there's so much armor everywhere. But yeah, I use gravity because it just the pressure builds up in the tube, and then once I open the floodgate, it forces all the water down the channel that I dug into the direction where I want it to be, and that's how I funnel it towards where I want it to go. And the dwarves have once again made it so that they can't get out because they're smart. There. But yeah, we'll just build a ramp. I think the exact same thing happened in the previous one. Don't know why he's pretending that he can't go there, because he can. On a ramp. Oh, there are no building materials here yet. Just need to wait for some schist to appear. I don't know why they don't make ramps anymore. Usually, it used to be so that when you dug channels. There we go. There's a build a construction ramp. Just. It used to be so that when you oh, the other dwarven side now. Yeah, there he goes. I don't know why they always seem to hang around in that pit for a little while before they actually realize that they can get out. Designates. Let's do it already. That makes it smarter. Upward ramp. Upward ramp, like that. It goes like that, and that goes there, so upward ramp there as well. And then it works out. Okay, so yeah, but it used to be so that when they dug a channel, then they automatically would have a ramp there, but I guess they removed that feature because they don't do that anymore. But yeah, you can use pressure to... I use pressure in my aqueducts to flow the water to where it needs to be. The only downside with that, because there's huge pressure in the tube, and that like pushes all the water one direction once I open the floodgates. But the only downside to this method is that you do after the room where you want it to go, you actually have to fully close that room off, because otherwise all the water will continue flowing up. Because there's so much... a Kia has stolen an iron bolt. Fucking Kias. Is this finished? No. Have they suspended everything? Well, some. Yeah. Fucking Kias. I wish they all just die. Oh yeah, also we were going to chop down all these trees, because they allowed my dwarves to just climb over the walls. And if my dwarves can do that, then then the goblins can definitely do that. So there, we'll just not only do those trees, we'll also do all the other ones. And over there, maybe the only tree that we need to chop down is this one. Other than that, there is nothing in near here. Yeah, this tree is hanging over, but this tree is on this side of the wall, so that's fine. And I'm not going to make another layer of the wall, because that just takes forever. Mayors impose the ban on certain exports. Oh, this one wants 2 shields. Make some crappy wooden ones. Export of crutches is prohibited. Export of high boots is prohibited from the mayor. Okay. But yeah, as I said, I had the idea of doing a aqueduct all the way from the bottom, pumping lava up to the top. But yeah, it's just going to cost me so many resources. It's ridiculous, because you need to make a screw pump, which is not that much of a big deal. But the screw pump needs to be powered, and usually you just have a dwarf to do that, which is, well, of course you can have a dwarf with a pump operator stand next to it, or give random dwarf pump operating skills. But having like all of my dwarves like standing in a huge chain where there's going to be magma flowing right like 5 centimeters next to them, that's not really going to be a good. It's not going to be really safe. So you need to make a screw chain, because okay, good. A screw pump only pumps up or down 1 layer, and you need, of course, for me, because we're on layer 144, 114, I mean. And if you go to the magma, which is here, this is the closest where we've got magma. There's a huge magma lake here. This is on layer -14. So I have to go 100 layers up. As you can see, I'm basically scrolling up right now. I'm just holding the button down. All these layers I need to go up with pumps. And every layer requires a separate pump. So there would be 100 pumps, roughly, to get the lava to this area. Well, the merchants have embarked on their journey. Good for them. So I would need roughly like 100 pumps to get magma over there. And then all the pumps are they're all separately operated, but you of course need to operate them all manually, not manually, but remotely at the same time. So you need to build a factory You need a power supply, so you need a water wheel. You need to construct something so that the water wheel will actually rotate continuously. It is possible. I know how that works. You need to make it so that that there's continuously water flowing down, and then once that keeps flowing down, once it continues to flow down, it flows down, and then there's another pump behind it which pumps it back up again. Or no, I believe, or this friction of the wheel. I don't know. It's some weird physics thing, I believe, that when you allow the water to flow down, then the wheel automatically like pushes the water back up, and then because of the gravity it falls right back down, and then it just creates some sort of infinite energy thing, which is a bit weird, but it works somehow. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but and then you need to link that up to a huge like wooden beam, and you track that beam all the way down to every pump, and link every pump up to that, and it's just... I thought about it, but as more as I was thinking about how I was going to realize that, the more I thought, yeah, that's never going to happen. Well, to be honest, the whole point of Dwarf Fortress is of course making sure that you do pointless things all the time. That you basically waste your time doing this, because there's not really any goals. So the whole point of playing this game is that you waste your time doing stuff. So, I mean, it is a stupid dwarf trick, I guess. But yeah, the easiest thing would be if I was near a volcano. Because then we got easy access to magma. And then I can also have magma forges, like, right from the beginning. Because that would be the only... well, two reasons why I wanted the magma to come all the way up here. One reason is I wanted to fill this channel with magma instead. Because, of course, that would first of all, it looked pretty cool. When the goblins eventually somehow managed their way to get down here, then this bridge is raised and there's magma over here, and there's crossbow dwarfs shooting at every direction at them. And also, you only need one tile of magma to power a magma forge, and that magma tile will never deplete. In Minecraft, it doesn't work like that. In Minecraft, if you put a bucket of lava in a furnace, you can melt 100 items, but then the lava is gone. In Dwarf Fortress, it doesn't work that way. If you have one tile of lava underneath your one layer underneath your magma forge, the magma forge is powered forever, as long as that tile just stays there, because the tile never depletes. Okay, so Gamer Boy Pro is now also... he served his sentence, so... Oh, he's not in the list anymore. Of course, he's a soldier now, so... He's a wrestler. Watch Axe demonstration. Yeah, you are a... Axe dwarf. Where are you? Are you in there? Should look for the guy that doesn't really look well armored. There... Yeah, there you are. You're still a bit angry, but... You're stressed out, but... I think you might be doing better. I will actually... Become haggard and drawn to the tremendous stress placed on her. Feels satisfied after learning about Axe. Oh, there we go. She feels satisfied. Within the last season, she was frustrated by blah blah blah, but she's feeling satisfied. Jesus. She has a questionable spatial sense, an iffy sense of music, and a poor kinesthetic sense. Badly distracted after a lack of decent meals. Then you haven't really been into the meeting hall that many times. Badly distracted after being away from friends. Yeah, most of your friends are dead, so... Hopefully you can make some new friends in the military. Distracted after a lack of introspection. She is unfocused after being unable to practice martial arts. Well, now you're going to be able to do it again, so don't worry. Level-headed after practicing a skill. Not distracted after being unable to take it easy. Okay, well, at least you haven't violated any production order, I was about to say. Yeah, at least you haven't toppled over anything, so that's good. There's a whole bunch of crap lying around here in the meeting hall. So throw that away, please. But yeah, I was thinking of doing that magma aqueduct, but... Oh, never mind, he's throwing a tantrum again. Oh, there he goes. Don't destroy anything, or you're going to go back to jail. He's just running around the hallway. Where the hell are you going, anyway? Are you gonna destroy the well? Well, you were in the well for the room for a second, but it doesn't look like you've destroyed anything, so... And now you're going back to your individual combat drill. Okay, so you just were really angry, so you ran into the, what's it called? Into the well room, and then you left. You haven't really done anything else. You just walked in there, and then you walked out again. And now you're going back to the barracks to, practice your axe skills, because you're a wrestler now, of course. You're not supposed to be a wrestler, because you're going to become an axe dwarf. Axe lord, or whatever. Individual combat drill. Good for you. Hopefully that will release some stress as you fucking practice destroying that armor stand. There is no justice for him now, right? No, okay, good. So I don't think he destroyed anything, so hopefully there's nothing. But there actually wasn't anything, so that's good. What? So this miner, he mined away this part and all the way to there, and then he just stopped. And then another dwarf can do those 4 little bits. That's a bit weird, but okay. But they're engraving masterpieces on the walls. So good. Wait, do we have any more marble doors? No, we only have schist and limestone doors. Oh, I also accidentally smoothed out the areas where there are going to be roads later. Ah, whatever. Oh, I've also done there where the doors are going to go. Again, not that much of a big deal. Oh, there we go. There goes the miner. So he's gonna mine out those final bits. And there we go. Now that area is connected up to there. Then we need to wait until the miner gets out. And then we put a floor over that little gap there. And then... we can allow the water to flow in. Oh yeah, also I was... Actually, oh yeah, that's actually what I wanted to look at, but I forgot. Yeah, I was distracted by the pipe section, but the pipe sections don't do what I was thinking they would do. Great is what we need in that case. Because we need to put a grate in there to prevent water to come through. Or animals, basically. Which is not really necessary, as I said, but it just looks good, in my opinion. So we've also finally found a purpose for that room. And then we need 2 more golden armor stands in the bedroom. 2 more oh, also, have we made cabinets already or not? Cabinets F, right? We actually do have a spare cabinet, by the looks of it. Oh, we have more. Actually, we have enough. There we go. Some more marble cabinets in there. we'll put some in there. That will be basically a little barracks area. Also, migrants have arrived, despite the... What? Well, what danger? Right, so we got two. We got a fisher dwarf, a hunter, a woodcutter. A horse. Or a donkey. A... What the hell? Okay, hang on a minute. I'll check what it is. A stray horse. Can we make a dwarven cavalry? What the hell is this? This is a cow. A cow. Calf? Well, that's actually pretty good. Some good domestic animals there. A peasant. Okay, well, not really that interesting, but okay. Another fisher dwarf. A clothier? Weaver? Weaver. Okay. Good. That is, what's that, a milker? Yeah, milker. Okay. Another peasant. Decent amount of migrations this time. It's been a long time since I had a migration. But yeah, then again, a lot of people have died in the meantime. That's a trader. And that's it. So we're almost up to 260. Yeah, a new woodcutter, a new animal oh, it was an animal dissector. Okay, I thought it was a hunter. New weaver. Two new fish cleaners. A milker. I don't know whether the planter was actually someone that arrived just now. Two planters. Yeah, the trader was new. This is a hammer lord. Is this a... No, this is the tavern keeper. Never mind. Human swordsman, that's a mercenary. Oh yeah, it says that, mercenary. Mace dwarf, also mercenary. And peasants and a whole bunch of other peasants have come of age. So, in the next episode, I'll end off the episode here. In the next episode, I will be also naming some dwarves, because there are a whole bunch of dwarves that we have to name right now. We'll be continuing our work here on the palace, finishing up the bathhouse and everything. So we'll do that. Also, I'll order a whole bunch of this shit to be dumped. So yeah, we'll just be working some more on the Dwarf Palace, finish up the bathhouse area. Also, we'll be doing some more work on the rest of the fortress, of course, the city walls that are almost finished at this point, so definitely want to get that huge project finally done. I was also thinking about, because dwarves, would dwarves actually claim that they've done something about it, you know, because of course the mayor, you know, like the mayor that was in power once the wall was finished, will he claim that as like one of the projects that he did while he was on duty? It would also be interesting if they did that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Click the like button underneath if you did. Subscribe to be part of the Roman Army so you never miss any more videos. You can do that by clicking the subscribe button up the left if you're already subscribed and see the videos. Ladies and gentlemen, Ave!